What is going on, YouTube? It is Cons Vlogs again. You guys, we're back with another video. We're pumping these out, you guys, okay? It's been awesome. Before we get into today's video, I want to just say thank you for all the support I've gotten. Again, you guys, we have been grinding at trying to put up these videos as well as make some other videos that you'll be seeing soon here on the channel. But yeah, we've been working extremely hard. I've brought in some help. I'm sure you've noticed the videos, the editing, the quality, all of it has gotten extremely better. That's because I'm not doing them by myself anymore. So yeah, guys, big stuff coming. It really would help me out if you hit that like button, you guys. I'm trying to get the videos out there. I'm, like I said, putting in a lot of work to these videos. Me and my editor are just, we're going hard, okay? And I hope you guys can appreciate it because it is a lot of work. We're gonna do our best to keep it up for you guys. But with that, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Come on! What do they make these cars for, huh? For today's video, you guys all know I drive a 2015 Camaro 2SS 1LE. It's a phenomenal car, and I've had this car for literally 6 months and like 2 days as of yesterday. And what I'm gonna be doing is kind of going over how I feel about it now, because I feel like the Camaro is kind of still a really sought after car. I know I really wanted one for a long time, and I know a lot of people do still like these cars a lot. The community behind them is huge, and of course it's a performance car and it's a bald eagle machine, so I know some people love it. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about my thoughts. And guys, I've been daily driving this thing, okay? I've put just under 10,000 miles on this car in 6 months, okay? Like, I drive this car, all right, like a lot. So I'm gonna be telling you guys what I think about it, if I think you should get one if you're in the market, and some other stuff like that, you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so you guys, I really hope the wind noise isn't that bad, but we're gonna start off with how this car's held up on the exterior here. Excuse all the bugs. Like I said, I daily drive this thing. It has seen some canyons, lots of canyons actually, so it's not exactly like spotless, but for what it is, it's pretty good. It's always been garage kept. Really, I just need to stop getting black cars, because I mean everything, and I mean everything shows up on the paint, but they look so good though. But yeah, there's some spider webs in the paint, like some small scratches and dents. Again, that's gonna happen if you daily drive your car. Doesn't bother me too bad, but that's pretty much how it's held up. This wrap has actually been phenomenal for me. Super easy to wash, looks just nice. It just cleans up the look of the car a lot, I think. These are the stock 1LE wheels on the 5th gens. They're my favorite wheel on these cars. They're fantastic, and they're actually really expensive, so I'm glad I got my car with them on. I had them fixed up. I had them repainted, and because when I bought the car, I had a lot of curb rash on it. You can see they're not perfect, but they're a lot better than they were, trust me. I've mentioned it once before, at least once, how bad the stock taillights are. So I went ahead and replaced those with some from Fast Tech Performance. They're the Hero 6 sequentials. That made a big difference. I still need to black this out. Haven't gotten around to it yet, but other than that, exterior wise is the only thing I've done. I did a ZL1 diffuser. So what that does is adds the metal surroundings around the exhaust, because I did a ZL1 exhaust with the GM MPP, and then it adds these side rockers here to make it look a little thicker. But other than that, exterior is the same. Some plasti dip obviously on the emblem, and then I added this 1LE badge right here, but just little things like that. And then from a performance standpoint, man, I have American Racing long tubes, high flow cat to the GM MPP exhaust, and then an intake off of a 5th gen Z28 Camaro. And guys, let me tell you, okay, this car, I'm not gonna say it's been through like abuse, okay? I'm not gonna say that. I mean, I do take care of the car. Like, I know its limits. At least I don't think I know the limits, but like, I don't have the guts to push it to the actual limits. But this car's had its fair share of like ripping, okay, and racing. And I'm not easy on these cars, let's just say that. And this car's held up extremely well. It's just phenomenal. I'm shook, you know, coming from a Speed 3 where the thing always had problems every weekend, dude. I'd take the car out and beat on it, it would break. This car, like I said, dude, I'm not easy on this thing. I rev it, I rip it, okay? I slide it around sometimes, if you know what I'm saying, do a little bit of down skis. It's fantastic, okay? The LS3 that's in this car is great. The products that I have put on it are, you know, all factory, they're all GM stuff except for the actual headers. I'm blown away with how well it is. It's fast, it sounds just really, really mean. Probably my favorite sounding car I've ever owned. You guys know I used to have that cammed G8 that sounded really, really nasty. It's up there with that. But definitely sounds better in my opinion than any of my Speed 3s. And I actually think it's more fun to drive. I do miss the turbo flutter. That is one of the downsides of me going to this car, is that it's naturally aspirated. I, for one, would rather have forced induction, but it's all preference. I will say the power delivery is a ton smoother on this car, and that's another thing I've noticed about it. Coming from something like a Speed 3, this is just the power is extremely linear. The handling on this car is fantastic, really tight, feels really heavy. You can definitely feel the weight in comparison to other cars, but it's better than I expected. I expected Camaros to be sloppy and just really kind of boat-feely, just because they almost weigh 4,000 pounds. But at least on the 1LE package, GM really did a fantastic job back then, and I'm sure now on the 6th gens, everybody says the 6th gens are so much better cars, the 2016s and up, that those Camaros are so much better than the 5th gen platform. And I understand why. They're a lot lighter, they have a lot new technology in them. That LT1 is a phenomenal motor, just a phenomenal motor, and I wish I had one, but I do love my LS3. It's held up extremely well, it's fun to drive, it performs well in autocross, on the street. Daily driving is very, like, it's not hard. You don't feel like you're stressing, you're not stressing the car at all, and you don't have to be like always anxious that something's gonna break.